In Business Management Information Systems, this semester I learned a variety of information ranging from databases, information systems, website building, hacking, how the internet has personally evolved our new economy, and lastly, which is everyone's favorite, coding and programming. First of all, I believed at the beginning of the semester that this course wouldn't be my first choice on the list of my favorite courses. But over time, I came to realize how this course has been set up to affect my own personal interests, to show how technology has changed in so many different ways over the 21st century to create a better and more efficient economy. In the beginning of the semester, we started discussing the Flat World 1.0 and 2.0. In the Flat World 1.0, it was all about how it affects businesses, schools, armies, terrorist groups, governments, and most of all, individual workers across the globe, which made it much easier for more people to compete, connect, collaborate with other people for less money at greater ease. The Flat World 2.0 is about how new technologies and services that have been introduced to only help the world be flatter and easier for every single person to connect each other all over the world. Next, we moved on to learn about how data centers like Google and Facebook, which are examples of huge data centers that have helped to modernize our economy every single day. These kinds of data centers, along with many others, are being used millions of times each day to obtain information that we would not be able to understand without the help of these powerful tools. Learning about data centers personally was very interesting to me because of how it specifically talks about the security and classified information dealing with these data centers. It is crazy to think that these tools that are being used every day to help millions of people are kept so hidden and protected from the average people. After learning about the huge influences that data centers had on our economy, we moved on to the Internet of Things and how it has evolved into a tool that could be used into negative ways. The issue with this very powerful tool is that it has a very big weakness in its security, which enables hackers to obtain information that would normally be very hard to obtain without this weakness in security. While learning about the Internet of Things and how easily hackers can access all kinds of information, I personally found it incredibly interesting that these hackers also found ways to hack into other devices and be able to operate or control those devices from a completely different location. I think that's pretty crazy that potentially someone could wreck someone else's car while controlling the vehicle from his or her personal computer at home. This section about hacking was the most interesting chunk of material that I learned throughout the semester in Business Management and Information Systems because of all the information about how easily hacking can be accomplished, as well as the historical events listed from these famous hackers and what they've been able to accomplish was absolutely amazing in every single way. There aren't too many other courses throughout my education that provided material that interested me to that level. Anyways, after completing this section on hacking, we moved on to everyone's favorite subject, coding. When we started completing the modules for JavaScript coding website, I realized that it was actually very simple and really fun to essentially build your own video game from scratch. Throughout the modules, I learned how to make a code that asked a multitude of different questions and could even calculate math problems. The funnest part about JavaScript coding modules was that being able to build a computer game by completing them build a computer game by completing the modules and then being able to build a cash register. Lastly, we moved on to talk about how technology has significantly changed the labor market. Over the last 30 years, our country has developed and changed in many different ways, and it is now very critical for our generation to develop a higher level of technical skills so that we are qualified and can prove that we will increase production and innovation. Having a higher level of education, which means developing technical skills, makes it easier and success and an opportunity in today's rapidly changing job market.